Alright, so that was just a little preview of how to work the standing double crochet, but I'm gonna go ahead and go a little bit more in depth now on how to work this stitch. So as you can see here, I have just a regular, little double crochet square, and I'll be working my standing double crochet with this contrast color. So the standing double crochet is mostly used when you want to begin your next row in the middle of the previous row. Otherwise, obviously, you would just, chain 2 and then continue to double crochet as normal. So again, it's used to begin your next row in the middle of the previous row. So to work your standing double crochet, you're going to take the yarn that you want to attach and your hook, and you're essentially just going to wrap it around your hook twice. So 1, 2, that's the first step. And while you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're holding this tail end of yarn with your hand back here so that it doesn't come undone and you still end up having 2 loops on your hook. So once I've put my 2 loops on my hook by wrapping around my yarn twice, I'm going to go ahead and insert my hook into the desired stitch. So for this video, I'm just going to choose this stitch. I'm just going to go ahead and insert my hook into this stitch, and I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop. So right now I should have 3 loops on my hook, much like a regular double crochet, and now I can go ahead and finish this standing double crochet. So all I'm going to do is yarn over, pull through 2, and again remember to hold this tail end of your yarn while you're working the standing double crochet. That's basically the key to working the standing double crochet, otherwise it will come undone. So I just yarn over, pull through 2, and I'm going to finish my standing double crochet by yarning over and pulling through 2, just like that. And again, I'm always holding on to this tail end of yarn. So if we look a little bit closer, we can see our standing double crochet right there. And now I can continue to work my row with regular double crochets. I definitely recommend holding on to this tail end of yarn until you've worked maybe 2 or 3 more double crochets. So 1, 2, and let's work 1 more. Again, I'm still holding that tail end of yarn. And now I'll go ahead and let go. That's pretty secure. And here we can see where I began my row, my standing double crochet right here, and the rest of my double crochets. So again, this is a great way to start your next row in the middle of the previous row without having to chain 2 for your beginning chain for your row. You can just work a standing double crochet instead. One thing to note about the standing double crochet is that it is a little tricky to work into once you begin the next row. So obviously, I worked my standing double crochet right here, and then I've just been working regular double crochets until the end of my row. I chained 2, turned my work, and now I'm working back along that row. So now I can see that I have 3 double crochets left to work into. So just working 3 more, but it's not obvious where to insert my hook for the standing double crochet, as it doesn't have this little space where we usually insert our hook. So my recommendation is honestly just to insert your hook wherever you can grab at the top of your standing double crochet, and preferably try to go under 2 loops to make sure that it is nice and secure. And I'm also going to work over my tail end of my yarn and complete that final double crochet into that standing double crochet. And so now I can continue working with this color, my double crochet rows. The only thing is, once I'm done, I want to make sure that I pull this tail end of my yarn that we used when we began our standing double crochet, pull it nice and tightly and seam it or sew in my end, just to make sure that my standing double crochet is nice and secure. So again, it's a little tricky to see where to work into the standing double crochet, so just go ahead and insert it wherever you can at the top of the stitch, and you should be more than okay. I hope you found this video useful, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and if you like this video, feel free to give it a like and subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks so much, and have a lovely day.